definitely making his way through the Alhambra area at a high rate of speed, just passing under the freeway here. Again, we don't know what the want is just yet, but this pursuit just began. Sky 5 first overhead of this pursuit as he's speeds of over 60 miles an hour on surface streets here. We're still awaiting what this car is wanted for. It looks like he's crossed over the opposite lanes of traffic, now eastbound. The Pasadena PD helicopter to get overhead as well. We are the only helicopter that's overhead of this pursuit, going at much higher speeds here than the speed limit. And it looks like he's making a turn here in through an alley there. You can see South Pasadena PD. That is directly behind. It looks like we have 2 units, and it looks like, well, no, he managed to find an outlet there, and he's back out onto Garvey here, eastbound on Garvey. Now we're in the Monterey Park area, and we'll see if any, making another sharp turn. As soon as we heard it on the police scanners, we made our way over here, and now just 2 units of Pasadena PD directly behind this car. Looks like he's setting up here. Ooh, there's a pedestrian right there. Oh, man. And quickly getting out of the way for the Pasadena PD units that are trying to keep up with this red car here. And it's setting up for another turn, still in a residential area. And we're in the Rosemead area at this point. Now making another sharp turn. Hopefully this person is willing to slow down here. And making another turn, now southbound, still in a residential area. And nearly losing control, and almost went on the sidewalk there.
How long has this been going on?
I would say this started about 15 minutes ago. The pursuit has not been going for very long, and it looks like he is merging onto the freeway here. It looks like he could be getting on the 10 freeway. And we're setting up here. Okay, so we're going to be eastbound on the 10 freeway at this point, so they could get CHP involved in this pursuit as well. The units we saw directly behind have backed off. They've gone into what they call surveillance mode, so they're just going to keep track of this car via the helicopter that's up above, and they are negotiating whether or not to see if CHP wants to engage in this pursuit or not. We don't see CHP involved in the pursuit at this time. It's just a helicopter, a Pasadena PD that's keeping track of this car, and we are now exiting the freeway here, and we are going to be on Baldwin. So we're in the El Monte area at this point as this car is curving around and making its way back under the freeway, and should come back out here in just a second. There it is. So we are on Baldwin Avenue in the El Monte area. This car is still driving erratic, even though there are no patrol cars directly behind this car. According to the radio traffic we heard, something to do with a restraining order violation. We started to make our way around in circles here trying to track this car. Sometimes we'll lose the signal temporarily. We saw a near miss at a major intersection in the Alhambra area a short while ago. And fortunately, traffic is light. It's a day before a holiday, so we don't generally see as many cars out at this time of the morning. They were talking about possibly getting CHP involved with the pursuit, but then he quickly got off the freeway again. So for right now, they're just keeping track of it from the helicopter. So we're back in a residential area here.
We've seen that a number of times, pedestrians approaching, trying to cross streets, and then having to sort of run back to the other side when they realize this guy was being pursued. You'll see a little bit more of who that person is. But what is the strategy there? Why do they do that?
So if you have someone that's driving erratic and putting the public at danger, then they could opt to go into a surveillance mode. If they know who the driver is, and there's a good chance they can catch up with them later on, they could opt to go into surveillance mode. Or there are times where somebody in the vehicle is in contact with law enforcement. Leads me to believe that they have a pretty good idea as to who this person is. And so we'll see here if the Sheriff's Department decides to pick up on the pursuit, re-engage in the pursuit. But for right now, I think they're just hoping that this person can basically keep control of the car and maybe slow it down a little bit.
There is a pursuit happening. This is in South Pasadena. You can see at Forest Grove Street and Cedar Avenue. You see that red vehicle on the center of your screen as SkyCal is following it right now on streets. You can see it just blew through a stop sign. So it looks like this has been a pretty aggressive pursuit so far. It looks like it is now going through another stop sign as it makes a turn. Luckily, not a lot of traffic on the roads right now. What we've learned is that this was a possible restraining order violation is how this started.
It seems to be that the person in the home here had some kind of relationship with the person that was knocking on the door, ostensibly trying to get in. So South Pasadena Police arrived as that person was departing. They described it as a man in his 40s, got into a Toyota Prius and took off. Well, there was a South Pasadena police officer that actually spotted that Prius and went into pursuit. And now, as you can see with SkyCal, they were able to get over that pursuit. It's unclear that, I believe that's the same Prius. They may have done a U-turn right there on this street here.
It appears he's on the cell phone as well. We saw that. We could see it right there in his hand, and we saw it basically being held out the window earlier on. As you can see, the windows are now down. It's possible this person has an agenda and has somewhere that he's trying to get to, but for right now, certainly doing it. We're hearing on the radio traffic right now that they have notified El Monte PD that this pursuit is in their area, and another U-turn there. We're not hearing that they're going to engage in the pursuit. They're just going to kind of keep tabs on this, and another U-turn there. Kind of just
going around in a circle.
Areas.
He's now looking up at SkyCal.
So yeah, so
he is
knows.
paying attention. But the interesting part about this particular intersection is that he went through it
texting and
before.
driving.
He is, but he went through this intersection before where he did not stop.
The law enforcement airship is a good distance lower than the media airships that are overhead. That's always for safety reasons.
Relatively light as far as traffic in general on the streets here, and making a southbound turn now.
He does appear to be using his phone in some way, whether it's texting or calling someone. He might be putting it on speakerphone. Who knows?
Another U-turn.
Another U-turn. He's made several U-turns.
Is he stopping?
Oh, he may be parking.
Try to make a run for it.
Yeah, we got a foot bill. Johnson and Valley. Monterey Police Department. Yeah, this I haven't seen before.